So yeah, we definitely ran over a bit. This is going to be part 2 of our off-season video. So again, like, share, subscribe. We'll just go ahead and jump right into it. I want to see them pick up another corner. I don't know where it's going to come from. They've whiffed on a couple guys already. The Arkansas.
So
Well, they got one. They did. They got the Metcalf brothers, right? So they
yeah, they
got
got and
Davis
TJ
and TJ.
TJ he might be able to start next year. Honestly, he had about 70 tackles and 3 picks at Arkansas.
That is the deepest part of our roster currently. Is
You
the
know, we go
the
for
safety.
we're gonna rotate 4 of them anyway.
Woo, them safeties, boy. So you got right now, you got TJ Metcalf, you got Jaden Mangum, you got Mason Curtis, you got Rod Moore coming back,
Hillman,
you got Brandon Hillman. Oh my God. Ooh, we got an
one of them
army of
dudes.
safeties.
One of them dudes, they probably gonna push to the slot.
Well, I mean, Mangum and probably more are gonna be, and then you got Zeke Berry, who probably gonna be going back to nickel. Like, you got a lot. You are
This is
deep.
the question. Do you I think you leave Zeke where he is. Or what do you think?
I think there's more opportunity for him to continue to play at nickel than there is at corner.
So
Because
who do you got at corner besides Jair Hill?
I would hope that they get a guaranteed starter in the portal. If not, by mid-season, I'm looking at Shamari Earls. He has the most natural talent in that room right now. If not Josiah Edmond, both of those guys. Josiah Edmond is supposed to be taking a jump this season.
Mm-hmm.
Shamari Earls can play as a freshman. It's just how good are the guys going to be in front of him?
Yeah,
If
they
we don't
get Will,
need
they would
Zeke to
mix
drop
him
back
in.
out, good.
Like Will, they would mix him in his
Right.
freshman year. You get mixed in a little bit or in blowouts, and by the time it was mid-season Big Ten championship, he was ready to go, kind of.
I think that's what the plan is for Shamari, because he had, first of all, he about 6'2", 6'3". He has the build already. He's over 200 pounds. He's a 10-400 meter. So the man moves and he's huge. He's going to play. He's going to get on the field. Do we need Zeke to stay at corner? Now, if he's better at corner, then maybe
He
we
played
shuffle it
pretty
around
good.
and move somebody
Yeah,
else into the slot. I don't know. But
the thing that I liked about Zeke in that Ohio State game is when he gave up a slant or something, he's right there to get the tackle.
yeah.
Boom. You got the catch, which was part of the scheme because I'm giving you inside on this
Yeah.
play. But boom, right there, got the tackle. And that's what you need for the scheme we run. I just want to see Zeke thrive. Honestly, I'm a Zeke fan.
No, for sure. Same. And I think he can play either one. And that type of versatility is going to help. You want to have guys that can flip safeties, that can play free and strong, that can play rover, that can play nickel. You want them to
Nickel
be
gets
able to play
burnt.
all of
That's
those.
just Nickel gets burnt
You got
because
to
it's
cover
such
too
a
much
hard
field.
position.
You're going to get beat every now and again.
It's like Samer still. He used to get cooked, but they would keep going to the well, and then he'd make you pay.
I really want to see Jaden Mangum play there. But then again, the Metcalf brother is dope. He's really good. So,
the
and then
younger
we
one.
do a Rob Moore. Like, I feel like Rob Moore would have been a perfect nickel for us this year.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's just, who do you want at that? Who do you trust the most at that spot? It's going to be a very interesting spring.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. And then this is going to come spring ball after spring ball, that portal. So we'll see.
Yeah, you'll probably get a couple departures out of the secondary just because there's so much and they still plan to add guys. You'll probably get a couple departures out of there. Hopefully we hang on to Jimmy Rolder. I know they're looking at linebackers in the portal right now. They're talking about moving Jayshon Barham to edge.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart.
Yeah, that's a good. You can move one of your linebackers that's already good at rushing the passer to edge, or you can go out in the portal and pay for an edge. I'll take Barham and put him out.
Exactly. And when he started to play well, he was mostly rushing the passer anyway. Really.
Yep. Agreed. I think that 3-man weave currently with Derek Moore, TJ Guy, and now Jayshon Barham, Now they just need one of the young guys to step up. They need a Lugert Adepaye. They need a Devin Baxter, a Dom Nichols. They need one of them guys or Cam Brandt to really solidify himself. They need a fourth, right? Like we finish out the defensive line haul the way we want to, right? I know they're looking at another guy from Washington State right now at defensive tackle. Obviously, we probably need maybe one more addition for a corner in the secondary. And then your linebacker rotation is solidified. Now you've got 2 edges, 4 defensive tackles, 6 safeties. And that will give you, and you'll have Zeke Berry, Jair Hill, Shamari Earls, Josiah Edmond, plus the transfer. So 5 corners.
What do you think? And this is not nothing I'm hearing. This is just something I'm just thinking about while we're talking about this with all those safeties. What do you think about if they were to try to move Brandon Hillman to linebacker?
See, I don't like the Sam linebacker, and that's what he would have to play. I'd rather you just leave the nickel in. You got to tackle at the nickel position anyways. I think it gives the offense an advantage when you have to have a linebacker covering a wideout. And most tight ends these days are just de facto wide receivers. They're just big wide receivers. So that's a mismatch. I'd rather have a defensive back, a big defensive back, a Mason Curtis, a Makari Page defending that than I would having. Well, I mean, but Brandon Hillman fits that mold. He does. He fits that mold. I just don't like him playing Sam. There's not a whole lot of formation to that. It's not a lot of creativity to that. 2 linebackers is optimal for me on the field at a time. So if he's not going to start, then I don't see the point.
That's what I'm saying. In the 4-2, in the what are we in? 4,
you want him to be like the wheel linebacker with Ernest Hausman?
Put on 15 pounds. He about 2. So this is 24/7, so he might be 205, 210 right now.
Nah, he's definitely floating in that 215 range. He's a
that's what I'm saying. 5 more pounds. That's linebacker, but he's an actual thumper. So that makes a difference when you're an actual thumper. Yeah, I'm just thinking.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. I wouldn't say no. I would wonder. You know, his keys obviously would be different. He'd be reading the line instead of reading the quarterback now. Is that going to be that big of adjustment? How cerebral of a player is Brandon Hillman? I don't know if we've really seen that yet. He's not. I know when he's out there, like you said, he's a thumper. Is he a leader? Right? Is he a guy that gets other guys in the right position? Because then that gives me confidence that he's going to be able to transfer his responsibilities now into the box.
That's true.
If not, then he's gonna be looking like a lost puppy, just like Josiah Jay-Sean Barham was last year. So
that's true. That was just my little thought, you know.
No, you good. Always welcomed. I'm gonna toss you one more before we get out of here. What do you think the depth chart walking into spring looks like? And you can apply a transfer that hasn't already committed yet, but go ahead through the I guess name the offensive skill positions. The line is still in flux right now, so we won't do that. But name offensive skill positions and defensive skill. How do you think it's going to stack up?
Probably. Is CJ Charleston still on the team? Well, he had a season-ending injury.
Yeah, he graduated. Or I mean, he may be able to redshirt. I don't know. Maybe get another year, but he was there on senior day. So
from what we got right now, I probably see McCullum or McCullough. Mm-hmm. He's probably gonna start. And what you got? Out of three wide receiver sets, probably Samaj. And that's if hopefully Branch. I'm gonna speak that in existence. Say Branch.
Yeah, go ahead, apply it.
And Fred Moore. I think somebody that's on this roster should take a jump.
Yeah.
I'm hoping at receiver. That's somebody that's already on the team should take a jump.
Agreed.
Running back. I'm gonna say Haynes from Bama. I'm gonna say Haynes from Bama, but I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being Jordan Marshall. I wouldn't be surprised, and I wouldn't have a problem with it, you know. But behind him is what would worry me if we don't get Haynes behind him, because I think Ben Hall needs to lose some weight. I think he needs to lose about 10, maybe 15.
Yeah, I mean, if he's going to be the number one back, I think he's perfect if he's a spell back. If he's a third down back, goal line back, leave it. If he ever wants to be the starter at Michigan, yeah, he needs shit.
Yeah, and I think he wants to be that. I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah.
But you gotta be able to. He's not fast enough to get around the corner. If I think he loses 15, he will be probably.
Yeah.
But what else? Tight end. Klein will be in when it's more blocking, probably. But they hyped him up. Hey,
yeah.
I mean, to take the jump.
I will give him a little bit of bail just because who was throwing in the ball.
That's true. I'll give you that.
That's fine.
What's the other tight end that caught the pass against Ohio State? Hogan
Hansen.
Hogan Hansen.
Yep.
Yeah. So he'll probably be the more receiver. He'll probably be the one more passing downs.
Receiving tight end. Yeah.
Yeah. Receiving tight end. Yeah. I'm not happy with that.
Give me a quarterback. Week 1.
Ooh.
Or no, we said going in the spring. So who's QB1 going in the spring?
In the spring?
Mm-hmm.
The way things are going, I'm gonna say Bryce.
Ooh,
I'm just being honest. The way it's looking, hey, you the prodigal son. You go.
Yeah, no. For his sake, for our sake, do I think we could get through a season with Bryce Underwood as our quarterback starting day 1? Yeah, absolutely. Do I think we are going to be back in a national championship game with him? He would be all of those Vince Young comparisons. You would need to apply them.
Okay,
you would need to apply them.
So, do you think because we have a favorable schedule next year? It's not like this one. No Oregon.
That's another thing. Yeah.
And,
we have a favorable schedule.
Somebody else, a couple other teams. It's an easier schedule.
Yeah. Yep.
So, do you see if Bryce starts? Do we make the 12-team playoff? Do you think
from day 1?
I'm just
That's tough, man. It is tough. I think we're more talented than teams like Florida or Nebraska. But damn, I'm just looking at I'm just looking at Dylan Raiola. I'm looking at the first year of Shedeur Sanders at Power 5. The man threw for 4,000 yards and they won 4 games.
Yeah, and
like
makeshift offensive line, and usually when you do this, like with Chad Henne, you have a veteran team around him.
Yeah,
you got older receivers that are basically pros.
Everything is going to be new. Players. Everything's going to be new. The offensive coordinator is new. The system's new. The players, the personnel, everything is going to be so different. Yeah. And where why I don't want to do this is because what's going to happen. Bryce gets out there and he looks like he's a freshman through the first 4 games. Y'all gonna be talking about, who's the 2027 quarterback? Who's the number 1 in 2020 and 2026, 2027? We need to go get a quarterback. This is terrible because we're too quick, right? Let this man be ready to be on the field. That's why, again, I love them going after the Daquan fan. He's good enough that he can be our starter. He's not that good that he can't be beat, though. And so if Bryce goes through and beats this man out legitimately, takes the job from him, I'm all for it. I'm good with that. What I don't want to happen is, we couldn't find a portal quarterback, so we're just going to start with Bryce. That's lazy. That's handing over the key. That doesn't push him. And we're not going to get the best out of that athlete doing it that way. He can start year 1, but let him beat somebody to do it.
No. Gotcha.
Let him beat somebody to do it. Defense. Corner, safeties, nickel, linebackers.
Corner, I'm going with Zeke. I like Zeke out there. Zeke, okay. Jair, nickel. excuse me. Nickel, nickel. I'm gonna say nickel. I'm gonna say Rod Moore.
Okay. I like that a lot, actually.
Safety. I'm gonna say what's the dude from TJ
Metcalf.
Metcalf, free, strong. I want to put him in there. I don't know if he's ready. He close. I think he's close. But I'm gonna say Mangum. I'm gonna say they're gonna do that, even though they're both kind of
free or strong.
They're both free safeties, aren't they? TJ and
yeah, but you're gonna have to match this stuff up. I'm gonna give a whole different configuration and just see how you feel.
I'm just gonna say Hillman.
Okay.
Because Hillman. He got in the rotation pretty heavy this year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Hillman. With the rest backing up because they all gonna play. Linebacker Hausman and Rolder. Rolder's still around, right?
Yep.
And D line, what you got? TJ got edge.
You did
Benny.
I was just gonna give you the skills. Go ahead. Yep.
Benny, Derek Moore, and that nose. I'm not sure yet.
If we get Kenneth Grant back, it'll be Kenneth Grant.
That'll make it really simple.
Quarterback. I'm assuming that we land the targets that we get now on offense. So this is assuming that everybody who has that Michigan has on their board as number one that they land. Number one, I think going into the spring, it'll be DeQuan Finn. That'll be the day one starter. They want to have a guy out there that's beatable, but is also playable. They're not saying that Bryce can't play first year, but they're saying you got to win the job.
And we need that. We do.
Yep. So that's what I expect it to be. I'll have some more hot takey predictions on how I expect that to play out, but I expect it to at least start with DeQuan Finn. Now, running back, I think even if they get Justice Haynes, Ben Hall has a very good chance to be the starter. When I looked at Justice Haynes, the way that Alabama at least deployed their running backs, he was more of a scat back, right? They threw him the ball a lot. He wasn't a hammer, and he wasn't an every down back because, again, they rotated a lot. If they adopt that same mentality at Michigan,
but this is the thing. This is why I had Jordan Marshall ahead of him against Ohio State when Mullins got hurt at the end.
Oh yeah, it was Marshall. You're right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ben Hall, maybe it's just me, but he looks a little bit too slow.
This will be a big off season for him then. This will be a very big off season because I think those are the two names that are vying. If there isn't a transfer to come in, those will be the two guys that vie for the starting position. So we'll see how it shakes out. I'm gonna go Ben Hall right now. I could easily see it being Marshall though for sure.
And Marshall, I'm interested to see how he looks coming out of spring.
Sure.
Because this is the time where you change your body, get bigger, stronger, faster.
Yeah, you're gonna start growing out.
So I'm interested to see how he looks.
Sophomore to junior year changed everything for Brady.
Exactly.
Changed everything. He went from being just a gadget player to being he's probably the best running back.
Yeah, I don't have to come off the field anymore.
Mm-hmm. I'm the best running back in the country. Where we at? Wide receiver, Donovan McCulley. And Donovan McCulley at X. Give me Zachariah Branch at Z.
Mm-hmm.
Give me. I'm gonna say they get Tyler Morris back. I'm gonna say they get him back. They're gonna get Tyler Morris back.
He hasn't found a team yet?
No, he hasn't gone anywhere yet. And for what I think maybe he believes he deserves, it's probably better for him to stay at Michigan. Put Samaj and Tyler Morris as your slots and go forth. Now, the only caveat I'm add to that is that one of them slot positions could be occupied by Andrew Marsh.
Mm-hmm.
And Andrew Marsh is a beast. Andrew Marsh is going to be on the field even if he's not starting next year in some capacity. Tight end, give me. I'm gonna say that they close on Claire and Marlon Klein. See, they got a lot of young tight ends, man. They got Prescorn, they got Hogan Hansen, they got Deacon Tonielli, they got Zach Marshall. So, like, they only really need one guy like that. If they're bringing him in, maybe Klein falls out of the rotation, and it's Hogan Hansen, and it's Max Claire.
I hate how they hyped him. I hate how they hyped Klein up. Now
he's a good athlete. He runs fast. Just he didn't pop off the screen all that much, so didn't do a whole lot. He didn't do a lot, but he's a good blocker. He is a good blocker.
Which means you will be on the field. So
you get on the field. You'll get on the field. So that is what it is. If that's your role, that's your role. We did wide receiver, quarterback, tight end, defensively. All right, let's have some fun. Free safety. I think the most responsible thing to do is put your elder, most statesman at the top of the defense. And that's Rod Moore. Now, that's going to take him out of the action mostly, but I would feel so much safer with Rod Moore putting the roof on the defense than anyone else in that room.
I'll give you that.
That leaves nickel open. So give me Jaden Mangum at nickel. He was a freshman, a Big Ten All-American his freshman year, or a Big Ten freshman All-American his first year. Was hurt most of this year. I know he's itching to get back. Mm-hmm. I want to see him do some things. I want to see what he can do on the field, similarly to what he was doing for Michigan State when he was playing there. Give me Jaden Mangum as safety. As strong, I'm going to go Metcalf. At field corner, give me Jair. Mm-hmm. At boundary, I'm going to say either Zeke Berry or the transfer that they land. If they don't land a transfer, it's going to have to be Zeke at least to start. And if that's the case, I expect Shamari Earls to have one of them spots by the end of the season. It's kind of how I feel like it's going. Okay, so that's all the secondary positions. Linebacker, they're going to move Hausman to Mike. If they're moving, that kind of happened throughout the season, anyways. That happened at the end of the season when they figured out he didn't know where he was going.
This next year, that's your year. Some of them dudes, this their year next year.
Hausman will be playing Mike. There's a little bit of smoke on Georgia transfer Troy Bowles out of Georgia. They land him. He's the will. I love Jimmy Roller, but nah, we'll take 6'4", 235 out of Georgia any day. I don't care if he ain't played yet at all. We'll take it.
I'll put him on the field.
We'll take it.
And we're gonna be watching every week until he is.
Yep. It's either Troy Boyles or Jimmy Roller at will. Edges. Give me Derek Moore. Give me TJ Guy, which would mean Barham's going to rotate in.
Yeah.
I'll take Rayshawn Benny at nose, and we'll have Damon Payne, 3-tech and other defensive tackle when they're not in the bear.
Okay. On that defense. Hausman, this is your year. Give me at least 100. Unless that defense is balling, I need at least 80 to 100.
And he was coming along.
More, I need 6, 7. I need 5. I need at least 5 out of you, Derek.
Yeah.
TJ Guy, I need 7. I need 7 or 8 out of you. Yeah. I really want 10, but I'm being keep it reasonable. I need 7 or 8 out of you.
Well, if they're rotating as much as we plan on, how we thinking they're gonna do them, who goes in and out like that in shifts, a hockey sub.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If that's what we're gonna do in the defensive line, then they all should be, 5+, 5, 6+. If we get 6, 7 sacks out of like 4 different players, that all adds up.
That works now, like 2023, where they all had like 4.5 or 5.
Yep.
That works.
Yep.
But if we don't, and because sometimes that other dude, he ain't that. I need my leader. I need TJ. It's your turn.
Yeah, no, it's
We've been
definitely his
sitting
time.
on the bench for
I
all.
I almost said Jay Sean Barham because he's playing for some NFL
I
money
wouldn't
now.
be surprised if it was if TJ guy's got something about him like where he looks like he's mad all the time, and I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So I'm expecting
He's
him,
playing the
but
position longer. You can do more with him on the field starting at edge than you would Jay Sean Barham. Jay Sean Barham's going to rush. If he's on the field, he's going to rush.
And if Barham finds himself rushing off the edge, don't be surprised if sometimes you see him and TJ Guy rushing.
Yeah,
in obvious pass situations. Don't be surprised if you were to see that.
Man, you can go NASCAR, slide Derek Moore inside, have TJ Guy and Jay Sean Barham on the outside. Oh,
It sound real good.
Oh my God. Yeah. All right. We're gonna get too excited here. So cool. That is the off-season blueprint. Michigan, call us. We got it. We got the breakdowns on everybody. Let us know if you need it. We'll pass it along willingly. All of yous that are watching, make sure you smash the like button. Tell us where we messed up. Tell us where you got some slight adjustments. Let us know how you would do it. Like, share, subscribe as always. Johnny, let them know where it can find you.
Johnny Olden Jr. on YouTube. YouTube shorts, funny, hilarious, all types of different stuff. Pre-game shows, post-games, car lives. I got merch. I got merch, Michigan merch. See that? But this is one of the shirts. I got this one with the champs.
Okay.
With the King of the North on the back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, we're going to grab some of them.
So check it out.
Go shop. Yeah. Go shop. Shop.
Shameless plug.
All right, y'all. Well, until next time, we will be back. Appreciate y'all. Enjoy bowl season.
Yes, sir. Go Blue.
Go Blue.